What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Brew Review. This week we are brewing and reviewing Proud Mary coffee roasters. We've got a natural Honduras farmed by Nahun Fernandez, which is pretty cool. This week I actually was able to interview him sort of over Instagram and get some information from him and talk to him. So I will get into that later in the video. But for now, without further ado, let's get to the brew. Alright guys, we've got our coffee. It is cooling down a little bit. But in the meantime, I want to talk to you a little bit about Nahun Fernandez. So one of the tricky parts about talking to him was the language barrier. Never in my adult life have had an actual language barrier. So it's a little hard to communicate because he only speaks Spanish, I only speak English. I speak a little Spanish, but not anything to brag about, and most of it was from when I was younger. So I will have to have my phone out so I can read the notes, make sure that everything I'm saying is accurate to what he had said. So that's important. So starting off, I just asked him a couple questions, telling you a little bit about yourself, how long have you been farming, how'd your story start, and basically this is what he told me. He's actually a fourth generational farmer. He was 16 years old when he started farming. He and his dad went in on a plot of land together, and that's when he started growing coffee. It wasn't until about 2009, 2010 that he actually got more into specialty coffee. So before that, he was probably just growing whatever was growing. But 2009, 2010, that's when he really got into specialty coffee, learned about it. And then it wasn't until 2012 that he actually was able to produce specialty coffee. That's when his relationship with Proud Mary, the owner of Proud Mary, they went down there. And that's when he said things really exploded for him. That's a little bit about himself. Fourth generational farmer, which actually I just found this out. His brother is also a farmer. They're both farming coffees right by each other. I haven't had a chance to try his brother's coffee, but maybe soon we'll do a brew review on him, which I guess I just want to talk about this. Honduras, I love Honduras. Something super cool about this is I actually have been to not where this coffee was grown, but about 40 or 50 miles outside of where it was grown back when I was younger on a mission trip. So it's just kind of cool. I feel like I have a connection with Honduras, but I've never, until I got this coffee, I had never had a Honduras that I was like blown away by. This changed my eyes on Honduran coffees, and if there was more like them, I probably would say Hondurans are my favorite. Also, by the way, sorry about the voice, just getting over a cold. I finally feel like I could taste things correctly, so that's why I was like, yeah, I can do the video now. So let's have some time to cool. Let's super strong fruit notes. Super strong grape, like weird right off the nose there. That smells good. So it still feels a lot hot. So I'm gonna go into what my next question for him was. What coffees do you grow? Like what varieties? And he actually grows, let me get these all right. Red and yellow Catuai, Bales, Bourbona, Perinima. That's how it's pronounced. And he actually grows geisha, which that kind of blew my mind because geishas are kind of like the best coffee. I don't want to say they're the best coffee, but they are they're the coffee that win awards. So it's pretty cool to see he grew geisha. I would love to get a geisha from him someday. Wow. All right, so this was roasted on the 1st. It is the 23rd today. So that's 22 days, 3 weeks, 1 day after the roast. And let me tell you what, that's the best cup I've had of this. Holy cow. Super complex, super balanced. It's like almost buttery in your mouth, which I know probably sounds crazy, but like, that is so good. Wow. So while I'm just thinking about the flavors, letting them play off, I want to talk more about Nahun because, you know, he's the real star of the show. I mean, yes, his bean is the star of the show, but he's the guy, he poured his life into this. So his farm, talked a little bit about that. It's 7 hectares by plots, so switched up and around. Not really sure, he didn't explain too much how that worked, but that's about 18 acres, I think, roughly around there. After we talked about that, I asked him, so what are your favorite processes for, you know, processing your coffee? And he said that anaerobic process, natural drying process are his favorite. Those are the ones that he loves to go for. And you know what? I understand why. You're saving money with water. You're getting a more complex, I think the bag says wild. Like, I like that. It's wild. You don't really know what you're getting when you get a natural. That's exactly what this is. It's like, it's got just enough of a little bite of acidity in there, but it's not overpowering. This is probably one of the most balanced cup of coffees I've ever made for myself. It timed out at, I think, 3 minutes and 23 seconds. We did a 1 to 15-ish, 15 grams to 250 grams of water. And I actually switched it up. So instead of doing first 2 pours, 3 pours, I do first 2 pours, 45 grams, 100 grams. And then I wait. What did I wait? 45. I waited from 45 seconds, that's when I did my second pour, and then I waited 45 seconds again, and then at a minute 25, I did my third pour. And instead of splitting the last 3 pours into 3 pours, I just did one slow pour that lasted 35 seconds. So I ended at 2 minutes for my pour, and holy cow, I think I might have to do some tests and figures that out, because maybe the brew, I mean, the flavor is coming from the bean, but the balance that's coming from this brew, I'm impressed with myself a little bit. Yeah, so let's move on, talk a little bit more about him. Yeah, anaerobic process, pretty cool. He loves to do the anaerobic process. I would love to get an anaerobic process of his. This is the natural. It is definitely wild. I am thrilled with this coffee. You know, this is something I love about the coffee community. Because, like, I posted a picture on my story when I got this bag, and I tagged Proud Mary in it. Proud Mary then reposted onto their story, and I'm guessing that's where he saw it. He shot me a follow. I was like, oh shoot, this is the farmer. Holy cow, maybe I'm moving up in the world. And then I sent him a message, and then he actually wrote in English on a card a message to message me back, which I thought was hilarious, because, like, you know, that's the language barrier. You got to make things work. So yeah, it was cool. This is something he asked me to say. I asked him, is there anything you want me to say to my viewers? I don't have a lot of them, but what do you want me to say to them? And he said, all right, this is what he had to say. I'm going to read it, so it might not come super natural off of me, because it was translated as well. So this was originally in Spanish. He said, thanks to all the people who try my coffee and for the support. I know it's a contribution to our economy since I'm a producer with few economic resources. My family is very grateful, and we are focused on producing a clean, healthy product, and above all, with feeling and passion. I love coffee. And he said, thank you all who can follow us on Instagram at Nahun Kenya. I'm going to tag him in this, so give him a follow. He said, I will interact and I will be aware, and hopefully get to see some of my followers come over and visit his account. Then he said, thanks to Silas Hunter, God bless your life and your activity. Thank you for taking us into account. From Honduras, we bless you. And that last little part there is Honduran people. They are super grateful. I love the Honduran people. They have a special place in my heart, and I actually really want to go back to Honduras and visit some farms. And I don't know, maybe one day I could go to his farm and just like chill out with him for a few weeks and make some coffee, see what it's like to grow some coffee. I think that'd be awesome. But Nahun, I know, I don't know if you're watching this or not, but if you're looking for a little bit extra farm help, hit me up. I don't have my passport, but I can get it. So back to the coffee. I actually have some notes about it. So super great. That is so good. Grape, chocolate. So something kind of cool that Proud Mary does is they send these cards with each of their coffee. They don't put a lot of information on the bags, but they send cards. And the card's got a bunch of information on the back. It's got a QR code that you can scan. Takes you right, gives you all the information. Tells you what you should do for a recipe, for sort of a recipe for drip and espresso. I wish I could pull this on an espresso. By the way, if someone has an espresso machine, or they want to buy me a La Marzocco, DM me. Always looking for sponsors. So, yeah. I did just read the card. I saw the flavor notes. Two of the flavors I was picking up were chocolate and grape. This also has plum on it, which I definitely see the plum in there. Not as bright as the grape. And it has a real bright grape. Like, it's not super sweet, but more of like a, you ever get one of those hard grapes and it's just like, perfect grape. That's what that's got flavors of. So yeah, that was good. I appreciate this coffee. This coffee just really kind of re-sparked my passion, just like for the community. I don't know, just, this is the best of, not even the best of the community. This is like skimming it, and I love it. I just love the coffee community. So shout out to anyone that is in the coffee community. I've got some big information coming soon. I've been working on some stuff. I think it's going to be pretty cool, so watch out for that. I also might be working at a shop here soon. I applied for one, sent in my resume, and fingers crossed. It's a shop I go to a lot. I'm not going to say the name in case it doesn't go through. But yeah, I'm excited. I really want to get back into the industry. So if that happens, that would be awesome. I guess that's it for this week. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching the whole video. Go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. And tell me what your favorite part of this video was in the comments. I don't know, just hit me up in the comments. Let's talk. But yeah, that's it for this week. So thanks for watching another episode of Brew Review. I hope everyone has a fantastic week, and I will catch you on the next one.